If you live here in San Joaquin Hills, you've probably been seeing the headlines, with the rise in interest rates, low inventory, and just the overall national trend on real estate. But what they don't talk about is the things that really have a big effect on the future when you do make a move. Now, here in San Joaquin Hills, we live in a very unique gated community. There's 943 homes. The values range between $1.8 million to $3 million. However, there is a reason why this demographics and why we're seeing record low home sales here in the development. We'll probably end the year with about 10 or 15, and that is like about 75% less. But what I'm seeing on the ground, as we say, is that many homeowners are just feeling stuck. They're thinking, I'll consider a move, but with my low interest rates, where can I go? The homes aren't overinflated in price, my new mortgage, and they're just feeling so much uncertainty with the economy. That is just a common belief which causes them to just put the brakes on. Now, even though there are still many home buyers still circling around looking for that perfect home, we are starting to see some buyer fatigue. Obviously, a lot has to do with affordability or, again, just that economic fear that seems to be out there. Now, the question I get asked all the time is, who are these people that are making a move, that are putting their home on the market? Well, they're the same people I've dealt with for the last 37 years. They're the ones who simply have life changes going on. You see, life is always changing. No matter what is going on in the economy, no matter what's going on in the world, life just keeps on moving. However, every homeowner that I have an initial meeting with, probably the last 5 years, we don't talk about price. We don't talk about marketing. We first talk about what's going on. The life changes going on with them. Now, many of them here in this demographic are thinking of retiring. The home seems too big now that the kids are gone. They're looking at moving out of state. And there's just a lot of reasons, again, that they're thinking about. But whatever it is, they're just thinking about it, and they're just not sure if it's the right time, so they just put the brakes on. Now, defining whether it's the right time for you, that is always the most important point. If a move makes sense, then we discuss all the particulars and how they all come together. But I always remind them that this is such a huge life change, especially if you've been in your home for the last 15, 20, 30 years. I simply always suggest the same thing, and that is take your time, think it through. And it's just as importantly, once you do make a decision, whatever that decision is, embrace it wholeheartedly and run with it. So if you're a homeowner here in San Joaquin Hills, I just wanted to reach out and say, if you're unsure whether now is the right time, I'd be happy to share what I'm seeing and give you an accurate assessment that is really tailor-made just for you and your family. Until we meet, you take care.